Okay, welcome back. I Doordings. This one's about Doordings. Um, I made these two. Can you see them? Yeah, there they are. So Doordings. I hate Doordings. Do you hate Doordings? I think Doordings show disrespect to another vehicle. I shouldn't say that because those two Doordings I just showed you, I've actually put on this car. I was getting out of the Cherokee and I opened the door too far and I hit my car. I was like, oh, my door ding. Oh, okay. I hate door dings so much that we bought a kit, a paintless dent removal kit off of Amazon. And it's got the hot glue and the puller, and it works really well. And if you hate door dings, search one of those out. But the little kit that we bought actually came that from a company who has videos on YouTube on how to remove, dents from your car, sort of thing, right? And I bought that I bought that kit when I had my BMW. I was actually, it had an acorn dent on the roof. So did our Camry at the time. And then I had a weird ding there. But the thing is I bought the car. It was a black BMW 3 Series. I realized exactly how much people hate that car. People do not like BMWs, especially when they're black. I never was honked at. I wasn't driving like a tool. BMW's got a reputation of, you know, yahoos driving them or something because people do not like people who drive BMWs and they do not like their cars. I'm a good driver. I drive for a living. I no tickets, the whole thing. I follow the rules normally, and I had people cutting me off in that car. I had people honking their horn at me if I was didn't really matter why. They just wanted to honk the horn at me. Too slow at a light, too fast at a light. Didn't really matter. It was completely subjective on somebody's part. But I took that to a brand new job. I started a brand new job. I was working for the federal government, and I parked in a parking space, and there was lots of space in between cars, sort of thing. It was kind of rare on the island to have that much parking space for cars, and I did. And within my first week of working there, I had been driven this car. I've been driving this car for quite a while already, and I was parking in parking lots, things like that. And I know why people now park those cars out in the middle of nowhere where there's no cars around because people like slamming it. I was careful not to get any door dings on it, but as soon as I started that job, within the first week, I got two door dings, one on this side, one on that side. And I'm like, okay, so these are my coworkers, because that's the only people that were parking in that parking lot. A few of the residents were there, but I'm like, hmm. And then people started finding out that it was me driving that car. But yeah, so I got the door puller or the dent pulling kit and pulled all the dents out of it. And I highly suggest doing that. But what is it about door dings? Like people, I hate that car. When my friend bought his first BMW, it was brand new, and he used to. At the time, people were stealing the emblems off, BMWs, Mercedes, Cadillacs. If it had an emblem on it, people were taking it off and using it as a necklace. That's how old I am. And so he would park it out in the middle of nowhere, and it eventually happened where somebody pulled his Rondel, his BMW Rondel off, and he had to get it replaced. Kind of laughed at it at that time because he was trying to do everything to make sure that car never, got hurt, sort of thing. It was his first brand new car, and it was a BMW. And when I first bought my Hornet, I was still working at that place where I got the door dings on the BMW, and Again, within the first month, I got there's another door ding just behind the door handle that wasn't on the car when I bought it, and I never took the car out and parked it for any length of time in a parking lot, sort of thing. I would run to the pharmacy and then I'd run back out, and there would be, and I always parked it where there was no other cars, sort of thing. And so the only place I got that door dent was at work, and it was within the first month of owning the car, right? And the people I worked with, nobody was a car person. There was one guy that was a car person, but he treated his car like crap. Didn't appreciate anything. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You know who I'm talking about. He had a really nice Civic, and he he didn't like it. It was his first car, and he treated his cars like crap. But yeah, it's a definite sign of disrespect, and I don't know what it is. Why people like doing that? Like, I'm careful when I get out the door, except when it was. I mean, it was minus something. I can't remember, and I was like, I gotta get in, gotta get out, and I actually dinged this car, and I dinged it twice. No big deal. I'll get the puller kit out when the summer comes, and I'll just pull the dents out. I thought of taking apart the door to punch it out, but it's a lot safer doing the glue thing, the hot glue, pulling and then pulling and then pulling and then pulling and pulling and then getting the door dings out. But I do hate them because to get rid of them, it is a lot of work. Used to be expensive. Used to have to take it in, get it all repainted and things like that. Lots of quick fixes nowadays for little cars, but for little car, dings, things like that. If, Tell me about your door dings. If you don't mind them at all, if you make them, I don't know. I'm careful not to give them to other people, but it seems that I drive cars that people don't like lately. They're fun to drive and stuff, but people just don't like the cars that I'm whatever for whatever reason, or maybe people just because I don't remember getting door dings like this growing up. Like I had nicer cars, but older, and I always took care of them, same as I do now. And maybe there's just more cars and more door dings are happening, something like that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on that. Yeah, I just door dings, door dings. I can handle rock chips. They happen, especially if you're doing a lot of highway driving, wintertime, things like that. And they're easy to fix. I worked at a glass shop. We did windshields, and I know how to fix the windshield things. But yeah, door dings. I don't like the door dings. That's the way somebody. I seriously think that's the way somebody says. Asshole. Anyway, see you on the next one.